Every now and then you may run into a situation where a file you've previously imported into Lightroom isn't available. It is important to understand how this happens, how to avoid the situation whenever possible, and how to deal with offline files when necessary. Of course, your first priority when it comes to offline files should be to avoid running into this situation in the first place. That means using Lightroom exclusively for managing your images and the folders they are contained in. For example, you should not use your operating system or another application to rename a folder that contains images you're managing with Lightroom. Instead, you can go to the left panel in the Library module and go to the Folders pane. You can right-click on the folder you want to rename and choose Rename from the pop-up menu. This will bring up the Rename Folder dialog box where you can make adjustments to the folder name. When you click Save, not only will the folder name be updated in Lightroom, but it will actually rename the folder on your computer's hard drive. There are, of course, situations where offline files are unavoidable. For example, you might have needed to move images from one hard drive to another because the original hard drive reached its capacity. In those situations, you can continue to browse the basic information about your photos, but you won't be able to interact with those photos. For example, when an image is offline, we can't go to the Develop module and apply adjustments to that image. In such a situation, you'll either need to wait until you have access to the images again, or if you've actually caused a change in the location of those folders, you can fix that directly within Lightroom. When an image is offline or missing, Lightroom will indicate that in the preview area of the loop view, as well as on the thumbnails you'll see for that image. You'll notice the question mark icon in this particular case. Now, it is possible to click on that question mark icon, which will bring up a dialog box asking if you want to locate the file. If you click Locate, you can navigate to the appropriate folder and locate the specific image that's missing. This can be a little bit of a challenge if you have a lot of images in that folder. Note that the file name that you're trying to locate is shown in the title bar. You'll need to scroll down at that point to find the exact file. In this particular case, the real problem is that I renamed a folder outside of Lightroom. So as you can see, all of the images in this folder are currently unavailable. To fix that, instead of trying to find each individual image, I'll simply relocate the folder. Scrolling up a little on the left panel, you'll find my Iceland folder. That folder indicates that it's missing by virtue of the question mark overlaid on top of the folder icon. I can then right-click on this folder and choose the Find Missing Folder option. Once again, I'll have a browse window and I can navigate to locate the folder that's missing. In this case, I had renamed the folder from just Iceland October 2009 to Iceland Off-Road October 2009, since most of the images were captured during an off-road excursion. What I should have done is used Lightroom to rename that folder, but in this case, I didn't. All I have to do to fix this problem, though, is click on the folder and then click the OK button. Lightroom will then reconcile the difference, and all of my images are available once again. Offline files can be avoided in most cases by simply using Lightroom as your exclusive tool for image management. However, there are still certain circumstances where you won't be able to avoid having some files being unavailable. So it is important to understand how to deal with those situations when they can't be avoided.